this morning to a dog licking my face, and at like 6 a.m. Yeah, you're looking at me. You're looking at me, but I'm not looking at you. And nudges on the face. She has this explosive diarrhea all over the carpet, and wags her tail in it, running away because she knows I'm going to get on her, and it slings over the wall and everything. And then I get on YouTube to see if the world is still here, because unfortunately it is. And there was not an asteroid over middle of the night. I mean, come on. And pray for an asteroid. Pray for tidal waves. I swear to God. Pray for it all. It's instructed to you to pray for the ending. Okay? You guys need to read it. I mean, come on. I mean, anyone who doesn't is a reason why. Because there's no situational awareness. And I'll wake up and there's like this dude. He's like, on YouTube. These conservative Bible thumpers, man, kick my ass. And they consider themselves truthers. You're not a truther. You're an idiot. These MGTOW people, men going their own way, that's what it stands for. I mean, should a man reproduce? Is that really your title, dude, of your video? And this guy's got millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers. Because, it's appealing. It's like it's window shopping. Everyone wants comfort. That's it. And should a man, yeah, dude, reproduce. God, do you want the species to die? I mean, dude, you found a crappy woman. Go to another country. Keep trying. Who cares how many divorces you have? I mean, this is the story about Jesus and the Samaritan woman at the well. He's like, I don't care. Soon there will come a time. That's what they're talking about here. It's the time is any time, not like in time of expectation. The time is now. Just move your ass, dude. Why you complaining about it? I mean, you're just appealing to people who just our butt hurt. I mean, my God, I've been divorced several times, and I don't give a care what preacher daggone shakes a finger at me. I can whip you up and down with this scripture, son, and I can explain it to you. I can go from here to Jerusalem and explain down to the dot how any ideology gets created and why it's, dude, and you will cry, just like you will be speechless. That's what they're talking about. Authors write characters to make a point, and then people worship the characters. Look, Lucas made Star Wars, and now you have people worshiping it. And then there's a Church of the Force. I'm not kidding. So, dude, should a man, yeah, you should reproduce. Well, mate, actually, whoa, I got what you didn't get right there. Maybe you should not reproduce. Because you are putting that video up there, and you have this sour opinion. It is F it all. But see, people think that I'm like F it all. I'm F it all like in another concept. The Earth has different atmospheres. Mars ain't a place. That's what the song Elton John's talking about, is in concept. And people are just so literal, they can't get anything. You should not reproduce right now. If you're making this, maybe down the line, given the correct experiences, you should reproduce. I mean, come on, human. Keep trying. Try and try again. God does not care. I mean, your concept of God does not care if you get married over and over and over again. I mean, you people need to start referencing scriptures and understanding how all things are birthed from one another. Dude, Jeremiah talks about the Queen of Heaven. And you guys need to stop thinking that there's three men and a ghost in a cloud somewhere. Two men and a ghost. You really need to stop thinking this garbage. I hate it. And I'm not saying the concept is wrong even. I'm saying that your way that people view it is wrong. It's what I'm encapsulating here is this stubborn, shallow, narrow-minded mentality. This dogmatic view that people see movies and they don't get it. It's like kids. They don't get the moral of the story. They don't get the moral of the story, and then they don't come to understand how the author came to the moral of the story, to the idea to even put it into place to begin with. And that God is an author. crappy story, by the way. Well, we got some twists and turns, don't we? So you should not reproduce right now because you're right. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Humans judge upon sight and emotion based upon what they've seen, not how they act. So that's why it says you should judge someone by their fruit and not the outside of the. I mean, inside, not the outside. Okay, this is where this time. See, it's a sociology lesson 2,000 years ago. All right, that's what it is for that time. But now you try to do it now, just like Jesus said it back then, getting killed. I'm saying the same thing right now, trying to explain it, and people would take me to court over it. So what is really wrong with people is that they judge on appearance, but not intellect or ration. See, okay, for example, if I drink wine or an alcoholic beverage in front of people, they're like, oh, that's a sin. It's not setting a good example. And I'm setting an example that Daddy can drink wine and be absolutely more brilliant than you are. And I'm not being 10 feet tall and bulletproof either. I'm just saying that this is how everything came to be, and I can melt it down for you, and you need to pay attention to my kind behavior. And if you deal with the sober me, that's the worst me. Okay? The sober me is the worst me. And I can explain to these children why they should not drink and that everyone is born from different experiences. And it's basically like this kaleidoscopic just chance of chaos of how someone is called deterministic chaotic variable. Okay? Google it or something. Everyone needs proof. Everyone needs proof of everything I say. And that's the same sociological concept that a wicked and cursed generation searches for proof. Because you're saying to someone, how could that, you're looking on the outside and you say, how could they even know what they're talking about? That's where the scripture comes from. It's the same time, man. There's no difference. Humans stayed the same. Maybe the sun moved, the earth moved around the sun, crap moved around everywhere, but humans did not change. The people who wrote the stuff are still the same in base concept. So maybe okay, here we go again. Maybe you should reproduce and be a dumbass and then learn from your mistakes. But the problem is that people gain more bitterness when they do this. I gain a lot of bitterness because of my stupidity in the past. And it made me learn and made me think. In all the places I've been and traveled, I've seen that all people are the same. You can't give everyone the same thing. There's no such thing as collectivism or appropriation. We live in... How do you culturally appropriate something when you're in the same room? It's like a kid is a culturally appropriate. It's the same model and mechanism of human behavior. It's just distance. And see, shallow and stupid people think that distance makes some difference, or culture makes a difference. Culture is only born by proximity. Words get told the stories. I mean, I could tell my dog a story, and the next door neighbor doesn't know about it. And if my dog could talk and went down there and talking about it, my neighbor would say, that's a talking dog with the craziest story. I don't understand that. And then they would, either in thought crime or in, thoughts lead to action, they would enact on it. I don't like it. They become offended. And fear leads to problems. So, I hate to sound like Yoda all the time, daggone, but the problem here on this is that there's a platform because it's it's seriously social cocaine. Because look, cocaine opens up the same receptors, and it equals down to the same concept of dopamine. It's like when you want to unlock a door. Okay, so if you make a witty a comment, or you feel something that's slight, you have a dopamine reception. Okay, it's like a door. So that's like a little key, the correct key. Okay, everyone goes through it at all times. But it's like putting, when you get on substance, it's like amplifying it. All right, but when people don't understand that you can open a door many different ways, you can unlock it with its own key, and you're the owner. You could pick the lock, or you could use a baton to break it down, or a shotgun. There are many ways to use a door. So in concept, this is what I'm talking about. People don't get this. It opens up the same chemical in your brain, just at different amounts. Okay? That's like if you put gasoline in your vehicle at a different octane. So people naturally just are fed subconsciously. They don't even know they're doing it. They are attracted to drama. It's like when you're driving and everyone's neck turning to see a wreck on the street. Everyone is naturally drawn to drama. Seriously, not just naturally. In terms of abstract thinking people, that's exactly what it is. And the problem is that I believe in freedom of speech, absolutely, because you must have an open dialogue, but it is very dangerous to have this open dialogue. Because it can create, you have people like this guy who has one agenda built upon his experiences, which there's so many variables coming into play here. He has his chemicals, his genome, data, everything. There are trillions upon trillions of actions going on in this man's body, like there are trillions upon trillions upon trillions of actions in our galaxy right now. And then it goes beyond into the universe, the local group, and the universe, and then blah blah, and then beyond that. So the concept is here is that everything keeps going. I mean, because you can see a micro something and see how it operates, and that's usually on the base scale. It's symmetrical. It's how everything operates up to the macro. And if you found something asymmetrical, that means you've just simply not found its partner yet. Its coefficient partner. So, I guess have at it, man. Just it's in this time is dangerous. And you can't instill a regime of totalitarianism because you always create a rebel built upon the same principles that I'm talking about here. They receive something, and due to their own experiences, they either accept it or deny it. And it could be their nurture or nature. It could be their chemicals, it could be an imbalance or anything. But see, that's the unique thing. People want to call something a mental disorder, and it's not. It's just, can you just get along with them? I mean, who cares if someone takes a shower with their clothes on? Who's getting harmed? Why do you need to lock them up? I mean, just pay attention to their behavior. If they're not homicidal or suicidal, let them do it. I mean, you can learn a lesson or two from a schizophrenic in a shower with freaking a 3-piece suit on. You can it makes you just go, wow, okay, there's difference in the world, and uniqueness is either by experience of nurturing, rearing, experience of life, or it could be a natural thing with chemicals. Everything is built. You are just an operating. I say this word and people get so upset with me. You're no different than a program. And I wish people could see this. It's just something that stays on my mind all the time. Just this ridiculousness of people wanting more and trends, and like not trends in terms of fashion, but trends in terms of social behavior. It's always been here. It is the thing that makes humanity survive. But it's also what we would call Russian roulette. Is tribalism help or harm?